fun and on a mission to celebrate Mid-Michigan. The lights are on at Studio 10.
Welcome to Studio 10 today. I'm Nicole Buckman.
And I'm Rochelle LeGrand, and thank you everybody for kicking off your Monday afternoon with us.
That's right. We wanted to give you a big warm welcome into the week.
A hot welcome. Yes, me all day today. I'm like, is it me or is it a little hot in here?
I know, but I'm not going to complain because when will we see 50 degrees? In February.
I don't know, but I like the sound of that. Justin, please tell us this is a noise that'll stick around.
This is day 3 of what might end up being 6 by the time it's done. So good news for us there. I mean, you take a look outside, it looks nice, but it feels nice too. And I think that's what's most important. How about 56 degrees right now across mid-Michigan? We got really warm temps and they're going to stick around. This might not even be the warmest day in our forecast the next few days. So a lot to love. The snow's melting away, and I know the snow lovers don't like that, but come on, we've had a decent winter for the first time in a couple of years. This is A-okay with me. What about both of you?
That's pretty A-okay for us. But like you said, a lot to love.
Yeah. You got thumbs up everywhere, all over the place. This is good stuff.
That's right. Well, let's keep it around for a few more days, like you said. But you know what? It's a lot to love here on Studio 10, too, because we have a really great show, and it also starts off with a little something sweet. So, to prepare for Fat Tuesday, Nicole and I went toe-to-toe in a little punchki stuffing competition. So we're going to teach you the art of punchki stuffing and eating, but also the best place in town for you to go get them too.
That's right, the art of
punchki stuffing.
It is an art.
Listen!
Yeah, we'll see who ends up on top. We'll see. Well, celebrations are in order next door as Celebration Cinema just opened their doors to the new C Premium XL experience. We're going to be giving you a first look at their surround sound and its expanded view that is really changing the way we watch films we know and love. And let me tell you, I feel like when you go to that movie theater, you should be a paid actor because you're basically in the film. That's how much it feels like you're in the show.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I'm
it's very, very cool. And of course, you're going to want to turn your heads, or should we say nod your heads, at the new Olympic bobbleheads. We have been having so much fun watching the games, but now you can take home some of your favorite Olympians in bobblehead form. We'll be talking with the CEO of Bobblehead Hall of Fame as he shares how they take the gold for memorabilia.
All right, well, I'm nodding yes.
Yeah, nodding yes.
Let's do it.
All right, well, in the meantime, it's now time for our daily segment, Today's Talkers. And we were just kind of on that Olympic note as we are 11 days into the Winter Olympics. And it's been fun to watch the athletes shine. And right now, Team USA sits at 17 total medals, falling under Norway and Italy, who are, Norway is just taken a huge leap. I think they're at like 24, 25, pretty high up there. But it's not just the games that everyone is talking about. Thanks to social media, athletes are going viral for highlighting what life is like in the village, especially with food.
And with the Paris Olympics, it was all about the chocolate muffins. But right now, a new chocolatey treat is dominating the dining hall. It's the Nutella keg. Yes, that is a colossal tub of Nutella, complete with a pump for dispensing. An American snowboarder, Maddie Mastro, originally shared the genius invention on TikTok. It actually gained 2 million views.
That is right. And it turns out she's not alone in her Nutella keg obsession. As you can see right here, her teammate, Hannah Norman, another American snowboarder, also gave a sneak peek into the breakfast of champions, I guess. But it's pretty normal for Italy and can be found in hotels and McDonald's. But now to Americans, they're wanting this big old tub, this big old Nutella keg to come back here to the States. They're going nuts, literally nuts, since it's
Nutella.
But they are online. People are saying, now I really regret not training harder to become an Olympian because I guess that's a perk. Or I would behave like a hamster with its water bottle. If they had that.
Okay, I could see that.
You know what I mean? Like how hamsters are constantly wanting to get water. They want this Nutella.
Chocolate. Okay, I don't want it that fast.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. But you can technically order online, but only for commercial purposes. So the question is, Rochelle, are we ordering this for the Studio 10 office?
Absolutely not. No, thank you. We don't need this. No. Well, you know what? Today's a day, like, some days we do need a little bit of a sugar rush.
Yeah. Well, what would you want, like a keg of? Like something sweet or like a tube of?
A keg of espresso, that's number one. A keg of French fries from Zinda's. That'd be nice. I don't know. Somehow you just, like, you could just hit it, and then you get more fries coming
there
out
you
after,
go.
one after another.
Okay, yeah, I can see
but
that.
you know what else? Another food that is seeking the Olympics, especially for Italy, special pasta shaped like the signature Olympic rings. Isn't that cool? Now, you could say that carb loading has never looked more celebratory, but the International Olympic Committee announced the shape back in October, designed by Italian artisans specifically for the Winter Games. So, in the Olympic Village, it was served with a variety of sauces like marinara, some butter sauce, meat sauce, and competitors could also top their pasta with some generous sprinkles of Parmesan. Now, we can get a keg of that.
Ooh, now that
Wait,
looks
look at how
so
cute it
good.
looks.
I know. You can see it being made right here. Fans are flooding the comments on these viral videos saying need, or one user dubbed the shape as rigatoni.
Rigatoni.
Yeah. Which absolutely I think should be the official name.
I think so.
Yes, but the main question in a lot of these comments was basically, okay, but where can we get a box? Hello. That's the question that we want to ask. But unfortunately, we have to be the bearer of bad news because this pasta is not for sale. But
For now,
right?
I feel like.
So I guess for us that aren't as athletically good compared to the Olympians, we're gonna have to be stuck with the standard pasta shapes. But you know, there are some cool pasta shapes out there.
Right, athletically challenged. That's okay. We'll do the regular pasta. But food has really become a sport of its own at recent games. And Milan's dining hall is operating at full speed. Organizers are preparing roughly 4,500 meals every single day, and about 1,300 pounds of pasta is served daily.
Wow.
I don't mind that.
No, I feel like that's what should be the next Olympic sport, is being in the dining halls over at the Olympic Village.
Can I just say, I think pasta is going to be my dinner for this evening.
You know what?
That's what I'm starting
There
to
we
think
go.
now.
Maybe that's what we have, a tube of pasta.
I like it.
Like that. All right. Well, we got to get a little bit of a weather weigh-in over in the Weather Center with Justin. What are your thoughts on this food?
Well, first off, when are they making lightning bolt shaped pasta for the meteorologists over here? Because that would be great to have. I think, you know, it's just a little something. I think it'd be fun. I think this is just crazy stat. 1,300 pounds, you said, of pasta daily? That's
Daily. Daily.
That's crazy. Well, I was actually reading up a little bit on like the calorie content consumption with these Olympians. Cross-country skiers take the cake. 4,000 to 7,000 calories burned a day. So they've got a carb load. They've got to be just taking down that pasta. I'm sure they're having a great time in those dining halls, but I think that'd be a great Olympic sport. Send just like your people who aren't qualified athletes and just have them go like eat the food and see if they can keep up.
Well,
it's pretty crazy. Olympic Village there.
That would work. I mean, on Friday, we saw some Lansing legends.
Yeah.
eat those
Oh,
poochkies,
yeah.
So maybe they
Yep.
could be the
They
next
could do
Olympians.
that. They could.
There you go.
At this point,
Big
it is a
time.
sport.
It
Yep.
is, yeah, exactly. All right, maybe we'll have to do a Studio 10 eating contest.
Oh, we've had enough of those.
Twist my arm.
I
I'm in.
think Justin, that's
do
all
it.
you.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, well, thank you so much. Well,
Thanks,
speaking of Americans and their take on all this food, big news coming from American Girl. So hold on to your hair bows.
I like that.
And
That's cute.
for the elder millennials or just regular millennials.
That's right. Hold on to your tights too, as well. You know, all those girls have their tights, their stockings, okay, their little pleated dresses. But hold on to all of it, because Samantha Parkington, one of the original American Girl dolls, is ready to turn the page on her iconic childhood. Now, she's all grown up, and best-selling author Fiona Davis is bringing Samantha to life as an adult in the new novel, Samantha, the Next Chapter. So 40 years after her introduction, Samantha has finally grown up. It's set in the 1920s. The new story actually features a 25-year-old Samantha, and she's a proud suffragette. She's living in New York City and educating women on the importance of voting in their first presidential election that fall.
Okay, wait, can we pause? Okay,
Yeah, listen
get it,
to that.
Samantha.
Come on, Samantha's life drastically changes. However, when her inheritance is stolen, so the former socialite becomes a shop girl and learns that New York City is very different when you don't have money and status. Girlfriend, you can say that again, okay, Samantha? I know that life. Now, determined to save her family's legacy, Samantha searches for clues and even rubs elbows with notorious criminals to find answers.
Oh, okay.
That is today's chapter now.
Exactly.
I
Wait,
wanna see
shoot.
this.
We're like on the edge of our seats.
Okay.
Very much a story. The author hopes that reading this book will be like a reconnecting kind of with your childhood friend, which I feel like is the case. Many people grew up with American Girl dolls. And so I think, and reading the novels and books. And unfortunately, though, the novel is available for pre-sale right now, but it's not going to be released until October.
That's too long. But I feel like everybody had their American Girl doll that they grew up with. Was Samantha your girls? I remember Samantha, Felicity, Addie. Addie was my girl. That was my girl. What about yours?
My girl was Josefina. Yes.
I loved her.
Yes. And but I had all of the books, and so reading them, and then it's just like connecting with them, and obviously growing up, you're like, okay, that was only like a smidge of like history, but it was a great introduction into those interesting things that had happened, obviously over the course of the years here in America.
Yeah, and telling the narrative from a young woman's perspective too. On top of that, and seeing how they interpreted everything, what that life was like for them, almost kind of reminds me of Anne Frank in a sense. But a different time period for all of them. So, girlfriend, we will be pre-ordering these at Studio 10 Book Club right there.
Well, absolutely. And, I know. But I hope that if this one becomes super successful, which I don't think that that it won't be, that they have the other girls, like Addie and Kit and Josefina, all of that kind of stuff.
All right, well, let's give a standing ovation to all of them, right?
Yes.
But let's also give another standing ovation and a round of applause because celebrations are in order for Celebration Cinema. They recently had their grand opening of their C Premium XL Theater, and Nicole stopped by their opening night to see how you can enjoy this new space and your favorite film. Check it out.
Lights, camera, action, and a brand new experience here at Celebration Cinema in Lansing. We have finally made it to the grand opening of the C Premium XL. Joining me right now in the excitement are Jesse and Emily. How are you guys feeling?
This is a super, a super day.
Yes, exactly. Like, I mean, I know we're excited to see a movie, but this is the show. It's finally open. We have to talk a little bit about what we're about to experience in this new theater, and then we'll dive into, of course, what it took to create this. But tell us what we're sitting in, starting with the screen.
Oh, this is a 72-foot wide silver screen. It's actually 2 feet wider than the old screen. We have now come to this juncture where we just really wanted to reinvest in this theater. We put about $800,000 into an upgrade to all of the large format presentation, the recliners, a Dolby Atmos sound system, 2 4K laser projectors. It's going to be beautiful.
Ooh, and talk about seeing a thriller or seeing a beautiful movie on the screen, how it's going to sound and have this special experience.
Oh, will you share some of like the, nerdy stuff, Jesse?
So in addition to our 4K dual laser projectors, we also have installed a Dolby Atmos sound system. So where traditional auditoriums tend to be 5.1 or the previous auditorium was 7.1 surround, this one will be 37.5. There are...
That means 37 speakers around you, over you.
That's just the surround. There's also dual 18-inch woofers in both of the ceiling here. We have 6 more behind the screen. There's 5 more stage speakers behind the screen. There's a lot of sound. This is going to be fully immersive, and you will feel it.
You will feel, you'll be in the movie.
You're
at
gonna
this
feel
point.
it, yeah.
So we're basically actors at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Characters in the movie.
If there's a rainstorm, you're practically getting wet.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my goodness. This is just so exciting, and obviously so much work went into it. What was it like to really gut out the space and make something new?
I'm really proud of our company. We've spent 80 years growing a brand in West Michigan and Central Michigan, and we have nationally been recognized as being at the forefront of innovation. Jesse says at least at the cutting edge of a butter knife, so I like that metaphor. But we brought the first large format to Lansing. We're super proud of having done that. It was some aging equipment, and this was the best that we really understand the new presentation opportunities to be. So fun to strip everything down, get in some new comfy recliners. They have heated seat backs. That's really nice in February. And we're just really eager to welcome a crowd to enjoy it with us.
It's really, really awesome to see all the work that we put into this, to see it come to life.
Yes, and now of course Mid-Michigan has to come and get into these seats and really experience new movies like never before, and especially too, I know we mentioned a few movies that are happening in February, but think of this space for big movies like Dune,
Spider-Man, Avengers, there's the Odyssey coming.
Even the Mario movie that's coming up very soon on April 3rd, it's going to look beautiful.
Oh my gosh, so be here so you can not only see the movies, but practically be in the movies. Well, congratulations again on all your hard work. So now I think we just have to do the #1 thing, which is sit back, relax, and Enjoy the show, guys. Thank you.
Well, Celebration Cinema is not the only place we're celebrating. Fat Tuesday is tomorrow, and we want to make sure you have a Paczki in hand before Lent begins. So stick around after the break. We're going to have a little Paczki Palooza at Baking Cakes. And Nicole, what else did we say on Facebook?
That's right. Well, we were talking a little bit about the Olympics and about the food. We wanted to ask you, what is your favorite moment from the Olympics this far? There's still time to let us know. We want to hear from you. And of course, we're going to read those responses at the end of the show, but don't go anywhere on this Monday.
Missed a segment? Subscribe to our YouTube page to catch up.
This is where we live, where a major breakthrough meets the morning coffee, where a game-changing idea hits the game-winning shot, where round-the-clock research assures more time away, where we drive, explore, and discover, where devoted fans roar and good times roll, where our heart, soul, and science come to life. This is what we live for, because this is where we live.
Good morning.
We are Henry.
Hi. Hi. Chocolate fundraiser. With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly. Deposit checks easily and send money quickly. That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Instant games from the Michigan Lottery. Fun to play, anytime, any place, at any pace. With dozens of games to choose from and millions of dollars in prizes. It's instant fun for everyone. And now you can multiply your fun with our newest games with $171 million in total prizes.
We are celebrating Fat Tuesday this week, and you know we had to get our fill of Paczki.
Which is why we needed to have a rematch of the Paczki Palooza. We're here at the one and only Baking Cakes. But Jeff, we need a crash course on exactly how we fill these Paczkis
Okay,
up.
well, I like to fill them from both sides. You just poke that in there and you give it a nice squeeze. I like filling it from both sides because there's nothing worse than getting a Paczki with no filling in it.
Oh, you're right.
Then once you've got it filled, then you're gonna dip it in your icing, which we'll have to make sure we get this so it can get enough icing on the Paczki. Okay, gotta let it drip a little off. You don't want it too much.
That's right. There's an art to it.
Roll it onto itself, and onto the platter it goes.
That is
Look
beautiful.
at that.
Too pretty to eat. But
Beautiful.
you know we're gonna have to eat, but we have to do the work first. So
That's right.
the rules like we did last year were whoever can stuff the most Paczki in 30 seconds is the Paczki princess.
Paczki Queen.
The Paczki queen.
That's
All right.
better.
Okay.
Well, let's
That's
do
better.
it, okay? Well, are you ready to go down?
Are you? No, I'm ready to succeed.
Well, I don't know about that.
Are you down for this? I'm like, yeah, of course I'm down. for
Well,
this.
listen, everybody. We got 30 seconds on the clock. Jeff, you will be the judge to make sure that we're not cheating. We're doing it
Okay.
right. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready. You ready?
Is the timer ready? May the best Paczki Queen win.
Win.
All right, let's do it.
Oh my gosh. He made it look so easy. I'm trying to do it on both sides.
You have to do both sides. No
Yeah.
cheating here.
I'm
Yeah, no
not.
Boom,
cheating.
baby. Get her in there. Oh, shoot. It's not coming out. Come out.
Twist
Come
it,
out.
spin it.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, darn. Got icing on it.
Come on out.
Come on, friend. Oh, she's not looking very
Do you
Boom,
get a
there we go, baby.
discount for putting it on the bottom, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more unique, you know? You know, we gotta, you want something unique for the customers. I feel like that one's kind of light.
She's getting punchified.
Yeah, they're getting enough filling in there now.
Boom. Timer.
Timer? But this one
Listen.
isn't very light.
Okay,
It's
you know
not
what?
pretty.
This is why we have Jeff.
Yes.
You know, we've got a couple issues here.
I can tell.
We have a little craziness on the side. I can't discount that too much.
Okay.
But you do have another Paczki filled.
Still.
No. I made sure I double stuffed, like you said.
You both double stuffed. This is a tough call. I'm gonna have to declare the extra work here the winner.
Thank you. Thank
Alright.
you. But you know
Alright.
what? I'll be the Punchki queen, and then you be the Punchki princess. Oh, so we're still royalty.
Of course, of course.
And of course, you can be our Punchki king because
Oh.
these are doings, but we know you guys are professionals here at Bacon Cake. What kind of flavors can people in the community actually get?
There's so many.
Okay.
The custard, lemon, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, lemon. We do a chocolate custard.
A chocolate?
Yes. And then whatever else they can come up with.
Oh, my.
It's just got to be
Surprises.
stuffed properly.
All right. Well, Jeff, I have to ask, out of all of those flavors, which is your favorite?
For me, it's between the custard and the lemon.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with either of them. But until then, make sure you guys get your orders in early, okay? Fat Tuesday is coming before we know it.
That's right. And
Yes,
you know,
it
we've
is.
stuffed these and we've crowned a winner, but we got to taste them. All right. Do you want to taste?
So
Do you
I'm
wanna
asking-
Oh,
taste-
sure,
taste-
sure.
taste them?
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Fat Tuesday.
Happy Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday cannot come quick enough. But the Olympic hype is not only raising heads, but nodding them. So after the break, we speak to the National Bobblehead Museum about some of their new bobblehead editions that honor the past and present of our favorite Olympians. Stick around. It's all after the break.
We're always accepting story ideas. What do you want to see? Send us an email at studio10@wilx.com.
To everyone who values tradition, what does tradition mean to you?
Our family's been doing fish fry here for years.
At Culver's, we make our fish fry the way tradition deserves.
Hand battered, right here in the restaurant.
Right here.
Right here.
The food here never disappoints.
And the best part, we get to sit and enjoy the company. Hey.
Helping you spend time with your family, it's what we're all about.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
This is where we live, where a major breakthrough meets the morning coffee, where a game-changing idea hits the game-winning shot, where round-the-clock research assures more time away, where we drive, explore, and discover, where devoted fans roar and good times roll, where our heart, soul, and science come to life. This is what we live for, because this is where we live. We are Henry.
Thinking of updating my kitchen? Yeah. Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen. Doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall counter?
For everyone who talks about doing that thing,
And over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in person.
You could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Let's check in with Justin, who is outside in the weather patio, and he's got what looks like the best day of the year to be outside.
Yeah, it's a little bit breezy, but bringing in warm air, Rochelle. So that's really great out here today. I'm enjoying the temperatures, to say the least. We got blue sky to my south, couple clouds looking off towards the west a little bit, but overall, things are really nice. Can't complain. The one day, the one short period, I should say, that we had temperatures that were this warm was really overnight into a morning back in early January. Folks remember that, the 8th and 9th of the month. We haven't been that warm since until today, and you can see what we're dealing with outside. You got a beautiful view to show you current temperatures out there, which, as you can see right now, running right around 56 degrees in Lansing, 54 in Jackson. So a really great day we've got. The wind gusts are up near 25 or 30 miles per hour as expected, but they are out of the south-southwest. So just tapping into some of this air, which you can see has got 60s in Chicago, 70 in Kansas City, out in Wichita as well. So this warm air is going to be around for a couple more days moving forward. This is day 3 of what could end up being about 6 in a row where we touch 50 degrees by the time it's all done this week. But over the next 12 hours, we slowly dribble back into the 40s after the sun's gone this evening, and eventually 30s overnight, but that's where we stop. We've woken up the last few mornings to temperatures in the 20s. That will not be the case tomorrow. Satellite radar pretty quiet around here. Mix of sun and clouds at times. That weak system and disturbance off over Lake Huron now continues to jet east, and quieter weather awaits as we don't have much really going on until we get out into Tuesday night. And so here's the hour-by-hour first alert forecast to show you how that plays out. Headed down into the overnight, could be a couple pockets of fog out out there, but I think most of us don't really deal with too much heading into tomorrow. We'll be back right around, I think, 50 degrees on Tuesday afternoon, despite a little bit more cloud cover, and temperatures really have kind of overperformed a little bit the past few days, so I expect the more of the same. But here's what we're tracking. Give you a first alert to that over these next few days. Here's Tuesday night. Bring some rain into the picture. Now, it's a mix to snow well off to the north, but in our neck of the woods with the mild air, we're going to be sitting with just rain showers on Wednesday. After that, we go into a sunny afternoon where some folks might be able to get close to 60, and then Thursday's a dry day with a few more clouds. But after that, a system comes in on Friday that starts as a cold rain, and it may end mixing in a couple of snowflakes for parts of mid-Michigan. So we'll have a peek at that forecast as we go throughout the next couple of days. In the meantime, we're just going to enjoy the mild weather that we get to have for these next few. Andy will have an updated First Alert forecast coming up at 5 o'clock.
The News 10 Weather Patio is brought to you by Sharon's Heating and Cooling.
From bobsled to bobblehead, our favorite Olympians and Olympic stories are now being replicated into bobbleheads. We have a few of them right here, and these are special and made from the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum. But here to share how they pick which athletes they feature and the process of creating them is Phil from the Hall of Fame and Museum. Welcome into Studio 10. How are you doing?
Going great. Thanks for having me.
Well, we have been having so much fun watching the Olympics this month. But before we bobble our way into the new bobbleheads that you've created right here, I have to ask how you even got to be the co-founder of the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame.
So it started with just a passion for collecting. I started collecting sports cards growing up, which was a hobby my dad got me into. It was something he did when he was growing up. So, started in the mid-'80s collecting sports cards. In 2003, the other co-founder, Brad, was working for the minor league baseball team in Rockford, Illinois, where we grew up. They gave away a bobblehead for the first time, and he got one as an employee. We thought it was pretty cool, so we started to circle the bobblehead dates on the calendar and build up a small collection. Before we knew it, 2013, our collection had grown a bit out of control. We had more bobbleheads than we had space, and then we also sought out to produce a bobblehead of a Special Olympian, a friend of ours. We wanted to honor him with the bobblehead, and we had a great experience with that. And so we thought, hey, we could put these two ideas together, a one-of-a-kind museum dedicated to bobbleheads, along with a company that produces and markets unique bobbleheads. And so we jumped off the corporate ladders and decided to take the leap into the venture, and have been doing that ever since.
Wow. Now that is an adventure for sure. And of course, now you're capturing kind of the Olympic adventure with bobbleheads. We have a few of them right here, but let's start with the newest ones like Erin Jackson. Who did you add to your collection this year along with her?
We have Erin Jackson, who was the flag bearer for Team USA for the opening ceremonies, which is a huge honor. She's a speed skater who won a gold medal at the last Olympics. This is her third Olympics, and she's looking to repeat at least one more gold and maybe other medals. She has a couple different events, but she has a really fantastic story that some of your viewers may have seen. She's been profiled quite a bit, so we're excited to have her first bobblehead. We also have the bobblehead for Jessie Diggins, who's the skier who won gold at previous Olympics. This is her last Olympics, and so it's a really cool honor for her. If you haven't seen her winning race, Here Comes Diggins, you have to check that out. That's one of the great Olympic moments. And then we have two bobsledders, Kaylee Humphreys and Elena Myers-Taylor, and so those bobbleheads are also available. It's cool to have some bobsledders in the mix, and they have a great story as well.
Yeah, they are great stories, and I think it's very fitting that you feature some bobsledders on bobbleheads. But how do you decide which athletes to feature, and how do you even think it adds to the games by creating all of these?
Bobbleheads, they say you've made it once you've had a bobblehead, and we are always watching out to see what other Olympians or people we could turn into bobbleheads. So we're always working on new ideas. Hopefully we'll have some new Olympian bobbleheads after the games, but yeah, it's really cool. It's a great way to celebrate your favorite athlete, whether you just enjoy watching them or met them maybe at an event or watched them at an event. There's a lot of different connections that people have, but they make great role models. A lot of them have super special stories of how they made it to where they are. A lot of them started just as a normal person and trained and worked hard, and I think that's the true Olympic story of people coming from where they're at to getting a gold medal, which is the ultimate, or even a silver or bronze medal, a great honor.
Oh, absolutely. I also love, too, that you're featuring other Olympians that have made their mark over the years, like Kristi Yamaguchi and, of course, Team USA. Are you seeing popularity with these ones as well?
I think those are some of the favorites just with the movie Miracle. It was just the 40th anniversary. So yeah, the goalie Jim Craig and Jack O'Callahan in his celebration pose, and Coach Herb Brooks, all one of the best Olympian stories in history, beating Russia and winning the gold medal. So those are definitely among our favorites. And also Matt Hamilton, John Schuster, who won the curling gold medal, and that was really what got people interested in curling. Matt's from Wisconsin, so that was an exciting one of our first Olympian bobbleheads. So yeah, those are some of our favorites. And you mentioned Christy Yamaguchi as well, one of the most decorated, most well-known figure skaters.
For sure. Well, I think you should be getting the gold for bobblehead creation and collection. But if people want to check out more history of bobbleheads or even get one of these of their own, how do they go about that?
Yes, you can find them all at store.bobbleheadhall.com. Just search Olympian and you'll find all of them. We have over 20 different Olympians featured, and you can check it out, browse them all. We have a lot of Michigan State, Michigan bobbleheads, and so yeah, it's a really wide selection of some great bobbleheads and more to come.
All right. Well, thank you again so much, Phil. But I have a lot of friends in front of me, but nod your head if you are excited for more Olympic coverage. All right. Well, of course, we're going to have that right here on WILX. Oh, yes. Well, nod your head if you want more Studio 10, because we want to end this Monday afternoon by asking you what you loved about Olympics this far. Coming up after the break, we're going to be reading all those responses from you on our feed. And of course, if you missed a segment or want to rewatch anything you like today, be sure to follow us and subscribe to us on social media. We're WILX Studio 10 on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You're going to find all these segments and so much more, like sillies, bloopers, and extended videos. That's all online. But stay with us.
Missed a segment? Subscribe to our YouTube page to catch up.
This President's Day, I'm at Bob's with our highly rated Beaumont bedroom.
And I'm at the Jensens, who bought this similar set from the competition.
Both bedrooms use modern manufacturing techniques for durability, but ours has more finishes, headboard lighting, and costs over $1,000 less. Plus, we've got Lincoln, and they've got Fillmore, who literally ran for the Know Nothing Party.
That tracks. When you find the better choice, there's only one thing to say.
Oh, my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
To everyone who values tradition, what does tradition mean to you?
Our family's been doing fish fry here for years.
At Culver's, we make our fish fry the way tradition deserves.
Hand battered, right here in the restaurant.
Right here.
Right here.
The food here never disappoints.
And the best part, we get to sit and enjoy the company. Hey.
Helping you spend time with your family, it's what we're all about.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
This President's Day, you can wait for a sale price. Or you can get the best price every day at Bob's.
And more of what you love.
More storage and more power.
More comfort and more choices.
Even more years on that precious mattress warranty.
All for hundreds less than the competition.
I cannot tell a lie. Bob's is the obvious choice.
When you find the better choice, there's only one thing to say.
Oh, my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Well, welcome back into Studio 10 on this warm Monday. And we've been having so much fun watching the Winter Olympics, where it's a little chilly over there when they're doing all the skiing and the ice skating, all that kind of stuff. But on Facebook, we have asked you, what has been your favorite Olympic highlight so far?
Stephanie says figure skating. Deshaun says curling. Don is loving the skiing. David said short track speed skating, especially the relays.
Ooh.
Like those two. Doug says hockey.
Yes.
What's been your favorite so far?
Oh, you know, I love my figure skating.
And you have the little frilly outfits too.
Yes. And, you know, even with the highs and the lows, it's been fun to watch them all, and even how they recover from, you know, maybe not getting the medal that they thought they were going to get. What about you?
I love the proposals. And the figure skating, like I said, I like the outfits. I like this one. I like that one. You don't have to be Team USA to look cute, okay?
Yes.
I like them all. Love them all.
We need to get that pasta sent over. We got the bobbleheads, but we need the pasta.
I think I want pasta tonight. Actually.
There you go. Well, for tomorrow's question, we are asking, this isn't about pasta, we're asking, where's your favorite Lansing burger? You can answer this right now on Facebook. We love hearing from you.
And we asked that because tomorrow we're getting a visit from the Burger Review guy. Now, you may have seen him on social media, but tomorrow he's coming to us straight from Ohio to give us a lowdown on some of the best burgers he thinks are right here in the 517. Plus, our other favorite French fabulous friend, Gael, is coming from Au Petit Soir to show us how to authentically celebrate Mardi Gras.
Ooh, And that's not all. We're getting a visit from our furry friend who's looking for a home to adopt them. We have the Capital Area Humane Society joining us tomorrow.
But what a great show today, girl. It is hot outside. Let me take off this sweater. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, that does it.
That does it.
That does it.
See you
This
tomorrow.
weather gets the
Girlfriend,
cold.
come on.
Let's go.
Bye, everybody. Get outside.